So, Mark, did you see the new way to get lucky in Las Vegas? We know machines now give you vouchers instead of coins when you cash in a ticket. And instead of just taking that home or gambling it away, you can throw it and get good luck.
Yeah, or hope to get good luck. Yeah, and this just goes back to the casino, just like it would when people were throwing them away or leaving them all over the place. So end result's the same. Maybe you get some good luck out of it, but made me think, like, I wonder how many coins are sitting in the Bellagio fountain, how often they clear it out. I know the one in Rome, the Trevi fountain in Rome, gets like millions of dollars, I feel like, a year that they clear out. What do you how much do you think is sitting in the bottom of Bellagio?
Millions of dollars, right?
I don't know, maybe this is like Ocean's 21. They're going to break in and steal all the money at the bottom of the fountain. Is that the next one?
Yeah, break in, drain it, get all the coins, and get out before they find out.
Yeah, perfect.
So this is our last show before the Tropicana implosion, a big day on the Las Vegas Strip. It's happening. We've talked about it, where you might want to go, New York Garage, maybe the MGM Grand Garage, but here is a map of everything that's going to be closed. All the roads, the big parking lot that's empty just south of there. It's going to be difficult. If you want to go down there, it's going to be a test in patience.
We should overlay it with F1 construction too, like put another map on top of it, and then just to see, do not go anywhere near the strip.
Overlay Tropicana as well, and that's a recipe for disaster. I'm honestly still debating whether I'm going to go out and see this. I know I'll regret if I don't, but I hate the logistics of having to figure all that out, especially at 2:30 in the morning when you're tired and all of that.
Yeah, I think if you go down, you just need to try to find a cheap room somewhere, get down there early before everything gets super crazy. Maybe take a nap, go watch, walk back to your room. It'd be way less stressful than trying to drive in and drive out. I think that's the only way to do it.
Yeah, the problem this week has been room rates are high because of several conventions in town. So the timing didn't really work, where normally if it was just a normal slow week, you could get a cheap room. But hopefully everybody who wants to gets out there to see it. Big day for Las Vegas. And I'm excited. I'm sad. This has been a long journey for me saying goodbye to Tropicana, but I feel like I'm settled at this point and we're ready for whatever comes next, just hopefully not a parking lot.
I'm more sad about, what we're going to talk about later, unexpected a little bit.
All right. Well, while teasing that, let's talk about the Mirage Atrium. We talked Trop, talk Mirage.
Oh, we went right into casinos. It. That's not a very good tease.
And Vital Vegas is reporting that the Mirage Atrium is going away, and he seems to indicate that this has been the plan for a while. And every piece of concept art, every model we've seen, everything we've seen doesn't really show that. And I didn't know that. This is news to me.
Yeah, and I feel like we had heard that they said that it's staying. Like, I feel like maybe it was just rumors, but I feel like there's multiple reports that it was staying. And this kind of goes in line where they're like, we're not going to close, we're not going to close. Then they close, and we're going to keep it, we're going to keep it. And now maybe they're not going to keep it. It doesn't build a lot of trust for, the loyal Vegas people that love what was built there and didn't want to see it completely gone. But at this point, why don't you just knock the whole thing down? It's going to take you 3 years anyway. What are we keeping?
This story made me think a little bit deeper about what it'll look like when it's done. And I thought the atrium would be a great center of the casino. If you think about how they're extending out all the way to the strip, it would sit right about the middle and it would be a great thing for that. But I was also thinking about just how much space they're going to have. Mirage was already pretty big. And then if you add on the whole guitar tower and all of the casino space and public space that adds where the volcano was, maybe you have too much.
Yeah, I mean, that could be possible that it would be too much. But and then what's really weird is, Tropicana's down, Mirage is down, two big casinos. I know we added a couple casinos, Fontainebleau and stuff, but it doesn't seem like it's a struggle to find rooms. And that's a lot of rooms offline. And you would think that that would cause some issues. And it really hasn't. I know it's a slower period for Vegas, but surprised we haven't heard anything about that or prices being a little bit higher. Nothing along those lines.
But hopefully, Vital Vegas, this is not confirmed. I haven't seen Hard Rock say this anywhere. He seems pretty confident, not that it's a rumor or anything. I guess we'll see soon because they've torn everything else down. The next would be the atrium. And if they start breaking that glass, we should all riot.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand if they want to replace the glass, update it, something like that. Maybe have it the same tint as the guitar tower. I think that would look really cool. Something along those lines. Maybe that's what's happening. And it's not a complete tear down, but if they just knock the whole thing down, people are going to be really, you take the volcano and then you take the atrium, people are going to be very upset.
And if they're smart, they would make it better, improve it, like you say, make it Hard Rock. They have some beautiful atriums and areas in some of their other casinos that they could use this for. So I still have hope that you're going to get a great public entertainment space within the casino.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense, but, we'll just have to wait to see. It shouldn't take too long. I'm guessing in the next couple weeks, we'll see if it's going down. It's going to come down pretty quick.
So let's move on to traffic cameras. If you visit Las Vegas, maybe you think people drive like crazy. A lot of California drivers here, very specific way to drive. A lot of running red lights and being in a hurry, impatience, all of that sort of stuff. And there's a new proposal to add red light cameras to basically all of Nevada. And we don't know if it's going to pass. They've tried to do this in the past. It hasn't worked. They're saying that they're going to use the money, if it does come, to help public safety. And basically, they're saying they don't want to make money from this. They just want people to stop running red lights and breaking traffic laws.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of these. Certain states have them, and sometimes it's only in high traffic areas. And I don't think they really do much besides just get people hit with more tickets. I don't think it helps a whole lot on the driving or people being more cautious because you just don't think about it. You get in your normal flow, and all of a sudden, a couple months later, you get a ticket in the mail, whatever it be. So I think this is just a way to get more money out of our pockets. So I'm not totally for that. And as much as Sean rips on California drivers, it seems like he just hates people from California. He is one himself, so he just hates himself.
I am totally a California driver, so let's just be clear about that. Do not hate them. Totally understand the game and participate within the realm of all of that. Governor Joe Lombardo supports this bill, so it could happen. Red light cameras, I don't love them, and I agree with you pretty much that we don't need them, but if they were to come, it's not the end of the world. Now, speed cameras, no, no, no.
I don't know that I would trust him so much, and that would just be crazy. Like, that's the next level. Red light, okay. I don't think that would affect too much, but speed cameras, that'd be kind of crazy.
So let's head into the comments from the last show, and we talked about the change of landscaping at New York, New York. We still haven't seen much more of that, and I haven't been down there yet, but in showing the video that I have from last year when they changed the water out at New York, New York, and the grass around it, once again, a lot of people commented it should be bluegrass. And when this first happened and we covered it, people said the same thing, it should be bluegrass. I think bluegrass would look ridiculous here, but what do you think?
I mean, it's all going to look bad if it's if it's grass. I don't know if it would make it feel a bit more like it should with water and everything. I don't know. I think once you take the water out, it's just going to look bad. It's not going to look great. I guess maybe if you see it, it would make more sense or it'd be better. But I think it's just going to look kind of cheap no matter how you do it.
Yeah, it's just interesting how many comments we had saying bluegrass. And I'm not even sure that Boise State wouldn't sue if they put that in.
There's a lot of fields that have weird colored grass, and it's so distracting. I don't know, like when you watch the game, it's harder to see stuff. I think Eastern Michigan around here has like gray turf, and it just like blends with their uniform sometimes. It's like, this is not a good experience. So I don't know that it would look great under the Statue of Liberty either. But yeah, Boise State's been keeping that blue grass going for several years now.
So you were just in New Mexico and you visited a casino?
Yeah, and it's kind of a weird setup there. I mean, the casino's pretty similar to anywhere, table games, slots, all of that. But what is unique, I can't think of anywhere else that's like this, is you cannot drink on the gaming floor. So there's no service of alcohol of any kind on the gaming floor, but they do serve alcohol in the restaurants. So if you go into like the bar that's right, open air bar, it leads into the casino. If you go in there, you can have a beer or drink or wine or whatever. And then if you go to walk out, you have to either leave it behind or finish it. And you can't like go back into the casino with it. Such a strange setup. And we visited, and, it was towards the end of the closing time for the bar. So we walked into the casino, put our drinks down. We didn't have any drinks. And there was like 8 security guards standing there at the entrance from the sports bar to the casino. And they're like, wait, are you guys staying here? And we're like, no. They're like, are you going to go gamble? And we're like, yeah, we're going to go walk around the casino. And they're like, okay, you can go then. And I'm like, well, what if we said no? What if we were just there to have dinner and drinks? What are you going to escort us out of the property? I don't understand. It was so bizarre. I didn't even take any video, so Sean doesn't have anything to throw up here, but maybe he'll put some balloons floating because that's why we were there. Because I felt so awkward after that. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable taking my phone out. Like, what are they going to do? It was just such a weird situation.
Being used to Vegas casinos and then walking into casinos elsewhere, especially smaller ones in like small markets where there's not a ton of casinos, it always feels a little strange because there's always things that are different. And then the universal rule is casino security guards are just, I don't want to call them the worst. I don't want to call them the worst, Mark.
Yeah, there was so much security there. And I don't know if they were called over for us. It was a group of like 5 people having fun, just laughing and joking. And there's only probably like 7 other people in the entire bar. So I don't know why there was such a presence there. It was very weird. I will say, like, everybody else that worked there seemed to be very nice, and people sat at the tables and played some games, and the dealers and everybody had fun. So don't take away from that. Just maybe security guards are the way they are. But yeah, it kind of put you off a bit.
I know a lot of people who watch this show go around to a lot of the regional casinos. So I'd be interested to hear in the comments, what are some of the more quirky rules that they have? in some of these more regional casinos in different states compared to here in Las Vegas, let us know down in the comments, and I'll try to find some pictures and videos of this casino so people can see what it looks like from the internet. But thanks for sharing that. As a reminder, we have our Patreon. $5 a month gets you access to our weekly after show, a lot of behind our travels, the channel, Vegas, all of that. Patreon.com/MTM Vegas for all the information. And thanks to everybody who supports us over there. Well, I have a story of my own to tell, and we were at Green Valley Ranch this weekend and high rolling with 75-cent bets. My wife did the Buffalo Strike machine, and it was in strike mode. That's like a special bonus mode that comes every once in a while, replaces the regular bonus with the ability to win prizes. So we did that. The strike mode ends, and she was just about to cash out at $100 on her ticket. And on her last spin, she hit the 3 coins, one with the jackpot, and then the major. So a $702 major on a 75-cent bet. Not bad.
Move over, Vegas, Matt. We got 75 cents
yeah,
rolling in here.
$700 win.
It's even better when it's like your last 75 cents you have in the machine, but just like, all right, we have $100.75. Let's do one more spin, make it an even 100, and then you hit a big bonus. That's pretty great.
Yeah, of course you're expecting it to be the mini or something like that, and then it says major, and you look up, and yeah, it's $700. So it's pretty cool. Again, 75-cent bet. So it's weird when you watch all of these slot channels and they're winning tens of thousands of dollars on $50 bets to show a 75-cent bet. But that's the real world. I mean, we're not out there gambling $50 a spin.
Yeah, I mean, it blows my mind when I've seen people, $1,000 spins or whatever. It gets crazy. $100 spins is nuts to me. $50. And it kind of desensitizes you a little bit where you're like, oh, 50 doesn't sound that bad. There's that other guy doing this, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, showing the 75 cents and the fact that you can still win a bonus that big is pretty crazy.
So a few weeks ago, we talked about Coldplay's Chris Martin singing at Dino's downtown, singing karaoke, and he was all over the city. Rumor was he was filming a video there, and I guess the music video already came out. The turnaround time on this stuff is fast, so you can see the whole video, him walking all around downtown Las Vegas, singing this song, All My Love, including those scenes singing karaoke over at Dino's.
Yeah, I feel like this takes away a little bit, though. Did you get this and you're like, oh, like it's not as just random and fun. And I mean, it's still cool that he was there and he did it and everybody got to experience it. But it would have been more fun if he was just like, you know what? It's Friday night. I'm in Vegas and I feel like going singing some karaoke just randomly. So I don't know. I wish I would have never heard this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as cool as the story was before, but I did like the video. It shows downtown in a good way. And I like the song. It's like a love song and, very Coldplay, Chris Martin, his voice. It got in my head.
Yeah, I think it shows off a lot of Fremont and the area and everything. And it's fun. And I feel like it was more him randomly talking. It wasn't like actors as much scripted or anything like that. It was just him kind of doing his thing with the camera following him. So a different, more unique video than when U2 was down there and it was all like paid people coming in to stand or at least getting free food and stuff like that. Felt a little bit more authentic maybe than, most videos would be, music videos would be.
We'll put a link so you guys can watch it in the description because I can't put the video in this video. But staying downtown, Glitter Gulch, we talked on the last show about Vegas Vicky's birthday and the anniversary of Glitter Gulch, the casino that turned it into the strip club. And now Glitter Gulch is back, Mark, in a different spot, and it's a tiki bar. No relation to the original. Glitter Gulch Tiki now open. We covered how this was under construction. It looks great inside, really high quality.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I mean, we've talked on the show how I love tiki bars, period, and downtown could use it. And this looks like a new great space, an addition down there to hang out. Looks like it was fairly busy, which is good to see. And the area looks beautiful. We'll have to see how the food and drinks are, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, we really have an abundance of good tiki bars now. It seems like we had some good ones, some of the older ones, Golden Tiki, Frankie's Tiki Room, those sorts of things for a long time, but it seems like a new age and good high quality ones. And then you have a lot of fake ones, kind of like the one at Resorts World that aren't full tiki bars. But yeah, for the tiki lovers, this has just been a renaissance.
Yeah, and there's the one that we talked about with Josh and Rachel had gone to in the Arts District. That looks great too. So lots of new spots to check out if you're into the tiki culture.
So when we started this show 4+ years ago, never expected to talk about arenas, stadiums, and all of this stuff as much as we have. The drama, the spots, the moving. We know all about the A's and what's going on there. I mean, we don't know where they'll end up. We're expecting them to end up at the Tropicana. But there is that NBA Arena project, or there's multiple, right? We've talked about LVXP, which is on the former AllNet Arena site, which is where the Wet and Wild was, south of Sahara. And then there is the other group, Oakview, who said they were going to build a $10 billion project south of the strip, including a casino. Then rumors the last couple weeks that they were changing land. And then now it seems to be that they're at the Rio. And this is Vital Vegas reporting it. Seems to be pretty strong rumors here. Dreamscape is just desperate to get something built there.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about how this is my favorite location for any type of arena. I wanted the baseball stadium to really go there, but I think it gives a little bit more credence to this rumor because wasn't it rumored that the A's people were there like a week or two ago and they came out and Dreamscape said, the A's were not, I can confirm the A's were not here. Well, maybe it's because it was these people that were there and people thought it was about the A's and they're doing the testing and everything for the ground. So that kind of gives like adds another bit to this and gives it a little bit more validity.
It's really a great spot for an arena. We've talked about it for a baseball stadium, probably even a better spot for an NBA arena because it's a little bit smaller, 22 acres though, which is plenty of land for that, plus the infrastructure that they already have there. So, they wanted to build a casino, Oakview did, with this property. You already have one there, but it's owned by somebody else. So a lot going on, but I don't know. I mean, when is the NBA going to announce the Las Vegas team? There's no way that all of this is going on with Oakview, a company that already has close relations with the NBA, without them knowing that they're getting a team.
Yeah, do you think that they would be the owners of the team too? That's what I find so strange is that these people are building a stadium without even having the rights. And if they give it to somebody else, the rights to be the owner, do they want to come into a stadium they don't own? It's just kind of crazy.
I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know, but the NBA could announce expansion really at any point this year, probably towards the end of the year. So we should know pretty soon. And I'm just guessing that they're just dotting their I's, crossing their T's so that everything's ready for that announcement. And then they can just move forward as quickly as possible, whoever the owners are. So we'll keep an eye on that. Rio will not go away as far as the rumors.
All right. So question for you. Who do you think builds and plays a game first, the A's or an NBA team?
Oh, man, I mean, you have to go with the A's because 2028 so. would be before an NBA arena is here. But yeah. What about the same year? I'm going to go the same year. They're both here in 2028.
Okay. Let's hold them to it.
Yeah, give me some good odds on that. I need some good odds on this bet because I can't take 1-to-1. All right, so let's close with this. Speaking of gambling, our favorite company to talk about, MGM. Somebody sent me this video of slot dollars. MGM, as you gamble, you get slot dollars, and it really depends on the game you're playing, how much you're betting, and everything else. So this is one of those ways that they keep everything a mystery. He's betting $25, and he's getting half a cent in slot dollars per spin, or 0.02% back in slot dollars.
Yeah, doesn't sound great, does it?
No.
That's why they always want you to not be able to tell, and they want to kind of keep it hidden, and, we have our own formulation. It depends on the game and depends on the bet and all this stuff. And you see it a lot with table games where there's no like set thing, breaking down. And it would be if everybody had to post, and maybe this is a law that needs to be put out there, but if everybody had to post what the actual payout is, for these players clubs. Imagine if you could put it side by side, and then you could decide which casino you want to go to, because it depends on what you're going to get back. Do you get better back there? But like we've said before, this is kind of like the bonus. You don't really focus on it as much. It's the free play, the food offers, the free rooms, all that stuff is really what you should decide which casino you gamble at is based off of who gives you those best deals.
And there's other factors too. Some casinos have a higher return to player, meaning their slot machines pay out more. And so maybe they don't have as good rewards, but you're getting more back over time with looser slots. But there's really no way to know. And we know MGM, the strip, the slots are tighter. So you're not getting looser slots at MGM, that's for sure. So this kind of stinks. I hate when the programs make it hard to figure out what you're getting. I mean, I understand that every game isn't the same from their perspective, from their whole perspective and everything else, but this kind of sucks. But another thing that sucks, and I don't know how verified this is, but I thought it was worth sharing. Vegas Pauly C reporting that MGM is shutting down advantage slot players, their accounts. And advantage slot players, they'll find machines. There are certain machines that can build up so you have a higher chance of hitting. They have the pots can build up. There's certain odds that change as you go on. A lot of slot machines are not advantage machines, but some are, and there are players who only play those in an advantage state. And I imagine they can run a report or figure that out. This is another terrible practice. If they're doing this, which we don't know, really bad. I mean, let people play what they want to play.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slot machine. Like, they're not bringing in computers to hack it or something. It's just they're using intelligence and probably losses that they've had over the years to figure all this out and using it to their advantage. And if you want to do anything, just say you're not going to earn any rewards anymore on these machines, but you can't cancel their rooms. You can't cancel like their trips on them last minute that you're already guaranteed. Just stop giving them offers going forward if that's the case, and say, we're not going to pay out on these machines because the return to player is so high, something like that. So hopefully this is a small pool of people that are getting hit with this. It sounded like in the comments somebody said less than 100, even though I know the person doing the video said, it was in the thousands. So I don't know. I think I would lean more towards in the hundreds. I don't think that this is a widely known and played type of thing. I think this is a smaller group of people that have figured these things out.
Yeah, and it's interesting. We talk about loyalty programs all the time. They have the rights to refuse service to anyone. Basically, they have terms and conditions that allow them to do this. So I doubt this is illegal in any way. Is it right? I don't know. I guess it's similar to stores that have loss leaders and they advertise them and they put a limit because they want everybody to be able to get that loss leader. So I guess if you're taking all the advantage jackpots, other customers aren't getting them, so they're having a worse experience. I'm assuming that's the thinking behind it. But again, these are slot machines. They're making money off of them. There is a big hold on them. Like, I just don't get it. Like you said, there's no cheating. There's no anything but just looking and saying, okay, I know this machine and I know it's more likely to hit in this state compared to another state.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it changes what the machine is going to pay out. It's set up already that at this point or whenever it hits the switch to get the bonus, that it's going to pay out. So does it matter if it's Chuck from Cleveland, or does or does it matter if it's this advantage player that knew to go to that machine? Like it's still the same payout. You're still earning the same amount off the machine as you would if anybody played it.
Yeah, it really stinks. So let us know what you guys think. Have you heard anything about these advantage players getting shut down? Have you been shut down yourself? Share some more data points on that. Like Mark said, they canceled people's hotel reservations, their comps that they had, all kinds of stuff. Said basically you can rebook at prevailing rates. Just, we don't want you as a customer anymore, basically. Kind of stinks. So let us know what you guys think about that. Red light cameras, the Mirage Atrium, would that be a huge mistake for them to remove that? The Trop implosion, everything we discussed on this show, leave a comment. We do 2 shows a week, Tuesdays and Fridays, and we'll be back in a couple days with another show. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you next time.
Yes, I realize Chuck just moved from Indiana to Cleveland within like 2 weeks. He's busy.
Chuck gets around.
Yeah.